and they were being put in handcuffs and shackles and lined up like they were criminals.
ICE agents released 300 South Koreans from a Georgia detention center. We're hearing about their ordeal. They insist they were in the U.S. legally, but were detained anyway. Channel 2's Richard Elliott spoke exclusively with a friend and relative of the now former detainees. He's live now on Alpharetta with what they're saying. Richard.
Yeah, I actually started texting with these people before that flight left with the South Korean workers and their families yesterday, taking them home, that they did not want to talk on camera until that plane left U.S. airspace. Still, they asked us not to identify them because they fear retribution.
Korean community is outraged.
This is not how, it's just not right.
Their stories are similar yet different, but both asked us not to show their faces or use their names or the names of the Hyundai workers. This is new video of that raid. His cousin was a senior finance executive for Hyundai in the U.S., he says, on a valid work visa when ICE agents raided the plant last week. He, along with 299 other South Korean workers, were taken to the ICE detention center in Folkestone. He says agents never told his cousin why he was detained and never told him why he was released. He flew home with his family Wednesday, only after the direct intervention of the South Korean government. Her friend is Mexican, but she says a legal permanent resident with DACA status. When he was detained, she says the entire community raised such a ruckus with elected officials, ICE finally released him Wednesday. Now they're both coming forward to share their stories and to remind people that ICE still holds 175 Hyundai LG battery workers in detention, and they think some, if not all, should be released.
They're not getting their day in court. They're not getting their arraignment. They're not being heard.
How long do they have to sit? And how long do they have to suffer for just showing up to work that day?
This man says the news of the Hyundai worker arrest is not playing well in South Korea, especially among the youth. And he says U.S. officials need to understand Korean culture if they want to repair any damage.
Do not understand what it means for Koreans to save face, to hold their honor intact while dealing with this situation. Somebody's got to apologize.
Now, we did reach out to ICE for comment. ICE told us any comment would have to come from the White House, so we reached out to the White House for a response. We have yet to hear back.
며칠 전 대한항공 전세기 KE9036편을 타고 무사히 고국 땅을 밟은 미국 조지아 지역의 현대 LG 배터리 공장에 파견된 우리 국민 316명의 끔찍한 구금 생활들이 지금 하나씩 공개되면서 전 세계가 큰 충격에 빠졌습니다. 9월 4일 오후 합법적으로 비원 비자를 받고 입국한 직원들을 범죄자로 몰고 총으로 겨누며 발목과 허리엔 각각 수갑과 족쇄로 묶었습니다. 그들은 헬기, 드론, 장갑차과 총기를 동원하고 일부 근로자에게 빨간색 레이저가 나오는 총구도 겨누었다고 합니다. 이민국 요원들은 이들을 모두 호송차에 실어 구금시설로 옮겼습니다. 구금시설의 환경은 정말 끔찍할 정도로 열악했다고 합니다. 구금시설에 도착한 뒤에는 죄수복을 입고 그 상태로 머그샷을 찍었습니다. 그 후 7일간 죄수복을 입고 일반 수감자와 같은 대우를 받아야 했습니다. 먹는 물에서는 하수도 냄새가 나고 나눠주는 음식은 삶은 콩이 전부. 그나마 먹을 만한 음식이 나오면 다음 끼니를 걱정했다고 합니다. 수감된 공간에서 30명 이상이 함께 생활했으며 변기 4개와 세면대 3개만 비치된 채 위생 상태가 심하게 열악했던 것으로 전해졌습니다. 변기는 사진에서 보다시피 칸막이도 없이 방 안쪽에 놓여 있었고 허리를 겨우 가리는 가림막이 전부였습니다. 인종차별로 인한 모멸감도 견뎌야 했습니다. 현재 외교부, 법무부 기업 합동 전수조사를 통하여 우리 국민들이 구금시설로 이송돼 어떤 인권 침해가 있었는지를 밝히고 있습니다. 현재 미국 현지 언론들은 트럼프의 이중적 잣대에 대하여 연일 비난을 퍼붓고 있습니다. NBC 뉴스는 구금시설에서 우리 국민들이 범죄자처럼 취급받았다고 전합니다.
Janice, it's good to talk to you. Set the scene for us. What was it like at the airport as they arrived?
Well, there were more than 300 South Koreans who were returning, 316 to be exact, including 10 women. And they came out of the baggage area in groups, escorted by police and South Korean officials. There were some onlookers in the arrivals area who started applauding for them, and they waved. We talked to one of the workers who said that it felt like he was in a movie. And I'm going to read his quote for you. He said, "It was even more intense than we imagined, with armored vehicles and guns pointed at us. There was no way we could resist, so we all just surrendered and were taken in." And then there was another worker who was describing what it was like in the detention facility. He said it was everything you would expect from a prison. It was cold, the food was terrible, and he said he feels, quote, "nothing but joy about being home."
Did you get the sense that there was a sigh of relief, or was it just tense, given that this is now kind of an international incident?
There really was a sense of relief, a sense of joy. For people here in South Korea, all they saw were the images of South Korean workers, university educated, a lot of them, there to build this factory and create American jobs. And they were being put in handcuffs and shackles and lined up like they were criminals. And there's no way to understate how that resonated here.
여러분, 이번 미국 이민 당국의 체포 작전이 얼마나 엉터리였는지 아십니까? LG 계열사에서 일하다 쇠사슬에 묶여 끌려간 사람 중에는 7살의 미국으로 이민 간 영주권자도 있었습니다. 상상해 보십시오. 미국 시민권자나 다름없는 사람이 미국의 세금을 꼬박꼬박 내는 사람이 영문도 모른 채 끌려가 감옥에 갇힌 겁니다. 심지어 주재원 비자를 가지고 합법적으로 일하던 직원들도 끌려가 강제 구금당했습니다. 이게 말이 됩니까? 민주주의를 외치던 나라가 스스로 가면을 찢어버린 순간이었습니다. 미국 사회 내부에서도 분노가 끓어오르고 있습니다. 미국 시사 프로그램 링 업 파이어 진행자도 목소리를 높였습니다.
They were working, helping the United States as part of an investment agreement that South Korea, has with the United States that Trump himself worked out. What the fuck is going on? He got South Korea to agree to invest several $billion here in the United States. They're fucking doing it with their people, which they're entitled to, and he sends federal agents down there to arrest them.
뒤늦게 사태의 심각성을 깨달은 트럼프 대통령은 15일 외국의 전문 인력이 미국에 오는 것을 환영한다고 추루 소셜에 글을 남겼습니다. 미국에 와서 미국인들을 트레이닝 시켜주기를 원하며 겁을 주어 내쫓거나 불이익을 주지 않을 것이라고 이번 사태에 대한 유감을 유해적으로 표현했습니다. 그러나 이번 사태는 쉽게 식지 않을 분위기입니다. 미국 정치의 대표적 친한파 정치인 지미 고메즈 연방 하원 의원은 이번 사건과 관련해 지난 11일 크리스티놈 국토안보부 장관에게 공식 항해 서한을 보냈습니다. 그는 이민세관 단속국과 국토안보 수사과, 단속 승인 근거와 영장 조건, 불법 신분 여부 확인 시점, 합법 체류자, 시민권자 구금 여부 등 집행 전반의 투명성과 적법성을 따져 묻고 공식 답변을 요구했습니다. 그는 오늘 26일까지 답변을 요구하며 응하지 않을 시 의회 청문회로 책임을 묻겠다고 경고했습니다. 한국은 이제 멕시코와 캐나다, 중국 등 대체 거점을 고려하는 중입니다. 하지만 미국과는 경제뿐 아니라 정치, 문화, 사회 등 여러 면에서 서로 밀접한 관계에 있어서 쉽게 결정을 내리는 것은 어려울 것으로 보입니다. 이상 감동튜브였습니다.